Hello, football fans, and welcome to another edition of the Banner Press Coaches Show. My name is Joe Alberico, Sports Editor for the Banner Press, and of course, I'm joined as always by Brenham High School football coach Eliot Allen. Coach, another week, big playoff win on Friday, 23-20, and a by-district thriller with Boerne-Champion. Got to be feeling pretty excited. Still alive, hard to do here in playoff time.
Absolutely. Anytime you can make it to the next round, it's a good day, and so we. Obviously, Boerne-Champion we felt like a really good football team, and we needed to play, as close to perfect as we could to give ourselves a chance. And so I'm excited for our kids and for the community.
Break down the film for me a little bit. That was a tough opponent. You guys really took care of business. I think a lot of fans here were impressed. What did you see on film after the game?
Well, a lot of the things that we felt like going in, they were a solid defense. We had a difficult time moving it consistently on the ground against him. We hit some big plays in the passing game and a few big plays in the run game. So we knew defensively they were pretty stout. Quarterback we thought was a great player, and essentially everything we did defensively was sort of driven by what the quarterback was doing. And so I felt good about the way we played defensively, and I thought our kicking game gave us good field position. And we did just enough on offense to get a win, so pretty well-rounded team win.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, the big thing that stood out is it always felt like your team was in control, even when a couple times when the Cubs fell behind. I didn't see a feeling of dread or panic on the sideline. It seemed like the mentality, the attitude was there was a nice attitude of competitiveness there, and you got to have that in the playoffs.
I think so. I mean, I believe our kids were confident. We knew that if we could, at least slow down their run game, not allow consistency there, we would have a chance. And I think once we were able to, sort of settle in and do that a little bit defensively, I felt like our team had a little bit of confidence. They hit us for a few big pass plays and, just a couple of little wrinkles that they threw at us. But I thought overall team was confident in what was going on. Offense came alive when they needed to. Kicking game was spectacular, and just a great team win.
Yeah, I'm going to try and list some of these things off, but you talked about kind of a complete team effort. I mean, you start with Jackson Mueller with some big punts there, probably one of his better kicking games this season. Your son Hayden Allen with a huge, block of a PAT that kind of came up big. Victor Mendoza's game-winning field goal there. You had several first downs on offense. 3 interceptions from the defense that killed some drives, some key drives for Boerne-Champion. You talk about a complete team effort. I mean, these are the kind of games you need, this time of year.
I think so, and we've talked about it all year. We want to get better each week, and you really want to be playing your best football now. And I do believe that we have done that pretty well. I mean, just work on getting better every week and playing our best football right now, giving ourselves a chance to win. I think a lot of people contributed to that, and all 3 phases of the game.
I think after the win, you called Boerne-Champion quarterback Luke Boyer Superman. He threw a couple long touchdown passes, but like I said, the defense picked him off 3 times, and you guys got a ton of pressure on him. How'd your kids find the kryptonite, Coach?
Well, he is a special athlete, very, very gifted athlete. We had the opportunity. We had all 10 ball games of theirs on tape, and you just watch some of the things that kid has done this year, and it was amazing. Our kids, like I said, he was a big part of what we were doing defensively. He was the focal point of every key, every read, keeping him leveraged and inside. And so I thought our kids did a really good job of sort of staying within themselves and then executing the game plan to keep him from just completely going off. He still got his, but I felt like we limited him enough to give us a chance.
Before we turn our attention to Sharyland, I do want to make mention of 2, big seniors for you guys. Tyree Jackson, running back, obviously, and defensive back / receiver / kick returner, Lontarius McLean. I know Tyree is still kind of nursing that ankle injury on Friday, and I saw him jumping up and down on the sideline, kind of get it loose, and he comes in and he comes up with 2 big rushing touchdowns, and Lontarius obviously slips to that tackle there in the third quarter and scores on a big 40-something yard touchdown. And also in the next drive for the Chargers, he has that pick. You got to love big plays from senior leaders like that at this time of the year.
I think so, and Tyree is a gifted runner. We know that. He's made some great runs and came up big. And Lontarius, you can't say enough good things about that guy. He comes in with a smile on his face and a good attitude every single day, and getting it done in the special teams, getting it done on defense, and getting it done on offense. And so he's truly he's helping us big time.
So this Friday, 1 p.m. In Corpus Christi at Cabinets Field, you guys take on Sharyland High Rattlers. District 16 5A champions. They scored a 27-21 win over Somerset on Saturday. What can you tell us about them, Coach? This is going to be a new one for you guys.
Well, it's I know it's a long way from here. It's way down.
It's about a 4.5 hour drive. It sounds like
about 5.5. But it was, I think they're very skilled. Their perimeter, offensively and defensively, they have a lot of skill. The quarterback is sort of like what we saw last week, in a guy that he can run it and he can throw it. A big part of their offense is quarterback run game, but he also has the ability to throw the ball downfield a little bit, and so. He's got 2 or 3 good receivers that are taller guys that he, at least last week, was able to really throw some deep posts down the middle of the field. And so defensively, they are sort of a 3-4 scheme. They will blitz you on every single down. Sometimes they'll blitz you where they're not even sound, but it's so many people coming that if your head's not on a swivel and your eyes aren't open as an offensive lineman, it can create some issue. And so I think trying to stay on top of them, trying to eliminate some of those big plays, and then just offensive linemen kind of running right at them a little bit, so the blitzes aren't such a factor.
Sounds like they've got another dual threat quarterback, Edgar Longoria, who's obviously top passer for them and also leading the rushing game. You guys are well versed in the dual threat quarterbacks at this point. Feel like you guys are kind of prepared to handle that this time around.
We have seen a good number of dual threat quarterbacks this year. He does it a little bit differently than everybody does it their own style. He's a little more power read, which is a read option play where they can either hand it on the stretch to the tailback or him keep it inside. And they run a little bit of quarterback sweep. But I think the thing that he does really well is he'll scramble around and just keep his eyes downfield, and it'll be a deep throw, whatever. It's just going to force our defensive backs to lock in and cover for a long time.
When the opponent came up, I think a lot of fans, saying Sharyland High, there was not much history between, Brenham and teams from the Rio Grande Valley, it sounds like. And, so this matchup obviously has a little mystery to it. And, I guess the question is it better to kind of face a brand new team like this in the playoffs where there's not really any preconceived ideas of, oh, wow, this team is really good, we've played them before. I mean, it's kind of a clean slate, and, that's all there is to it.
I think it's probably different, not having a long history with them, but really nothing changes in your preparation and your game plan and your play calling and how you play the game. So, that being said, it's neat to play new folks, I guess, but we got to prepare well, and we got to play well and give ourselves a chance to win.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck. I hope to see you guys in round 3 here. And, folks, we hope to see you next week. Thanks for joining us as always.